Hi, I'm Ruth McKinlay, and my presentation is titled The Effects of Placebo and Removal of Placebo on Upper and Lower Body Strength and Power. The placebo effect is an interesting phenomenon. A placebo is an inert substance that can induce biological or psychological effects in the human. There is a wide belief that deception is necessary to elicit a placebo effect. Studies have found that the administration of a placebo can induce beneficial responses in relation to sport and exercise performance. And even when placebo treatment is revealed to subjects, enhanced responses from base trials are still evident. Some recent studies have examined whether the placebo effect is possible without deception. Two theories behind the placebo effect include the mentalist theory, based on expectancy and beliefs such as self-confidence. Expectation has been identified as one of the main processes behind the placebo effect. When we believe a substance has a positive effect, we expect an enhanced outcome. Self-confidence can influence the mind-body connection and have powerful outcomes. The conditioning theory, based on a formal learning or physiological change. An association is made between a stimulus and a response, which may affect further similar experiences. Physiological changes have been measured in placebo trials. Blood pressure reductions have been found in trials studying subjects with hypertension, and a suggested placebo has shown reductions in heart rate and an enhanced recovery after trials related to stress. Our hypothesis states the administration of a placebo in strength and power training will induce a beneficial response, and removal of a placebo will not affect differences. The purpose of the study is to examine the effects of placebo treatment and removal of placebo treatment on upper and lower body strength and power. We aim to explore psychological and physiological mechanisms behind the placebo effect and discuss practical applications for sport and exercise training and performance. Our study design is as follows. Prior to test, participants performed a familiarization and practice test. A food diary was given to participants before all tests. 4 procedures were carried out in all tests: a 1 RM squat, followed by reps at 80% of the 1 RM squat, 1 RM bench press, and reps at 80% of the 1 RM bench press. In the base test, no placebo was taken. However, prior to test 1, all participants took a sugar pill, and prior to test 2, they were told that the placebo they had taken had just been studied by another university and was shown to be ineffective. For statistical analysis, we used repeated measures ANOVA. We used this in all 4 procedures, followed up by post hoc tests with a Bonferroni correction and paired t-tests. Our ANOVA test showed a significant difference was found between placebo and placebo-removed tests against the baseline measures. There was no significant difference for reps at 80% of 1 RM bench press. Our paired t-test showed the differences in the squat test, where test 1 and test 2 showed an increased performance compared to the baseline test. And with the bench press protocols, there was a difference between the base test and the 1 RM bench press, but not for the reps at 80%. All tests except reps at 80% of 1 RM bench press showed a significant increase in strength and power in test 1 and test 2 compared with the baseline test. These findings are consistent with literature showing the administration of a placebo induces beneficial responses. No decline in performance was found in the final test once participants were informed that the placebo they were taking had been found to be ineffective. The psychological theory suggests subjects may have performed better in the first trial due to an expectancy that the substance they were taking had performance-enhancing benefits. Increased performance in Test 2, despite knowledge that the placebo was ineffective, could be based on the belief and self-confidence theory. Subjects may have believed they were capable of performing better without the placebo, as they had already outperformed themselves, or an enhanced feeling of self-confidence that they may have set in motion a positive mind-body connection as suggested in some literature. There was no significant difference in the reps at 80% of 1RM bench press protocol. However, when individual performances are examined, only 2 subjects showed a consistent decline and mean averages were only marginally different. The reps at 80% of 1RM bench press test was also the last test in the procedure. It is possible that fatigue or loss of motivation could have contributed to the result. These findings suggest that the hypothesis can be accepted. The effect of placebo administration induces beneficial responses in strength and power training, and the removal of the placebo does not affect repeat performance compared with baseline testing. These results offer exciting insight into possible sport and exercise performance benefits. If physical performance can be enhanced even when it is known that the substances taken to improve performance actually have no benefits, then the use of performance-enhancing products may not be necessary. Further research to investigate the placebo effect administered without deception, as explored by Kupchak and colleagues, could lend further to these concepts. Greater understanding of the powerful outcomes associated with the mind-body connection may also help change the way we approach performance in sport and exercise in a way that is more natural and better for our well-being. Thank you for listening.